Why government is in trouble? How do I explain this? What government in the White House and the presidents of the United States of America used to do? To say it in different words, to explain the picture that my words create. Government and presidents of the United States of America, Earl Skidmore, Clark Skidmore, Nathaniel Jacob Rothschild, Lord of the Illuminati, what they used to do is run over to people, meaning think about people for maybe about 20 seconds. Then they would obtain access to the person's head. They would mix up the thinking, alter time by thinking rapidly about time. They would start to make sounds of damage in people's heads that would clutter and block people's minds. Then they would change people's personas with other people's personas just by thinking about other people. They would change people's personalities. They would think about people in homosexual ways and get people trapped in that way of thinking. They would literally use meditation of murder. They would project their brains inside of another person's head, meaning while being connected to that person, after contacting them or making a connection with them mentally, they would project their brains and use some type of what is known and spoken by people as an electromagnetic type of force in the head that gives people headaches. And with that prolonging, actually creates things like cancer and blood tumors in the brain and all types of things that I'm speaking very quickly, so I was at a loss for words. They attack people's testicles because they actually think about people so long, and then they become them through the sensory system and the audio system. They have done so many things to people's audio system, it's not even funny, on top of disconnecting people. After they make a connection with people, they know parts and areas and regions of the brain. They would think about what a person is thinking when they were doing things to certain areas of their heads. And then they would think about the human brain and use energy to get inside of it and damage certain areas of the brain. And it would leave a condition on the person's thinking as to what was that feeling in my head. Now, government is in trouble just by me speaking this information, because government has also contacted people by thinking about them, and they have done it all day and night long, to where known people who were starting to catch on to them as they had to race to brainwash them, they made it to where these people were mentally blocked and had their memories erased, all in real time throughout the day, like every second. It was their duty so that they would avoid finally getting in trouble, in which people have always known that government was up to before they gave up. But then when I came in 2015 into the world in my head, where President Obama and all presidents of the United States of America are, and even some presidents, world leaders, and supreme leaders from all around the world are also present in the world in the head, I found out that government, way before 2015, which was the first time that I ever entered into the world in my head, were in extreme trouble. Like, they were already criminals. All presidents, members in the White House, they were all guilty of silencing the people mentally. And it's a felony. You can silence a person right in front of your face. But what I'm talking about that government is in trouble for, felony conduct, murder, criminal, they have been silencing people from long range, which is pure telepathy. Like, any dummy knows that. It's pure telepathy, mental telepathy, manipulation, alteration of the audio sensory of humans, men and women, boys and girls, in reference to children and kids. Government has done it all. They're in extreme trouble. My name is Jeffrey Stewart II. I'm the person that found out how to speak about this stuff in extreme detail and scientific terminology. I know about the video inside of humans that the CIA knows about. So just by me saying that, the CIA has to speak with the right hand on the Bible in the courtroom when it's time for me to speak, because that's the only way. Many of them are Catholic and Christian, and they won't lie. So presidents of the United States of America, goodbye. Like, you have to go to prison. This is any judge knows about this in reference to what the CIA is going to say. Many judges don't even know that mental telepathy and audio sensory perception with mental communication in real time all day and all night, every second, every moment of life exists. They don't even know. So a certain type of judge is needed for this. A certain type of jury is needed for this. The CIA, I don't trust them. I don't like them because I remember things that they have done to people. When I was young, I never knew how to speak in mental telepathy to people in my head. But I remember seeing the CIA, like agents and things, killing people, and they really were. They were harming people in real life, like in their homes. People who were in their homes, they were using these type of visuals that is all meditated of the imagination and contacting certain people or even random people and literally killing them. They use extra sensory perception and they cause bodily damage. And no one has ever spoken to this. No one has ever spoken of this ever in life. I'm the first. I'm the first to make it out. I'm the first to make it out of the Illuminati alive. The Illuminati exists in the human mind. These are the same people who they are mind readers of mind readers, meaning people who read books. When you read books in great focus, the Illuminati, they sometimes talk to you. Where they talk to you at, everything that I'm talking about exists. So real that people have died.